Welcome to the FHIR-PIT party, which will be hosted by our very own Courtney Delgoff. Ms. Delgoff is a solutions coordinator here at MiHIN. She's a member of our emerging solutions team, where she primarily supports business development by documenting process flows, developing requirements for functional improvements, and developing enhancements for technical services. Ms. Delgoff graduated from MSU, Go Green, with a Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies, Health and Society. Ladies and gentlemen, Courtney Delgoff.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Connecting Michigan for Health FHIR-PIT party. Today, I'm going to start out with, see if the slides are going. There we go. I'm going to start out with an introduction to FHIR and what the FHIR-PIT is, and then we're actually going to turn it over to you guys to participate and get some hands-on experience with these FHIR resources. So FHIR is Fast Healthcare Interoperability Resources, and FHIR is a modern capability that uses old infrastructure and leverages the web to share healthcare data across modern devices like cell phones and tablets. The main goal of FHIR is to promote more interoperability in the healthcare system by standardizing how we transfer and receive data, allowing systems to speak the same language. So how does FHIR work? FHIR is fast because instead of exchanging these large documents, we're able to pull granular data about just the information that we're looking for. And it's based off of web-based protocols similar to accessing a website via your browser. These standards are adhered to unlike some of the previous standards, and this allows for rapid prototyping and development between different systems. And it's designed to help quickly and easily share with and retrieve data from different systems, including electronic health records. So who's using FHIR? A lot of people. So we've heard over the last couple of days several different ways that people are starting to use FHIR. We heard from Kelly yesterday that 55% of certified EHRs are now using FHIR in some way. FHIR uses, and FHIR servers use create, read, update, and delete operations, better known as CRUD, and most of us are already using FHIR operations on a daily basis. The simplest example is if you were to type www.myhen.org into your browser, press enter, and pull back the MiHIN website. So what is the FHIR-PIT? The FHIR-PIT is really just a safe sandbox to play with FHIR, and we've populated it with realistic but synthetic test data that gives you hands-on experience. And this really helps both developers and non-developers learn more about FHIR. So what's special about the FHIR-PIT is the MiHIN personas. We have populated the FHIR-PIT with these realistic yet fake personas that have unique attitudes and conditions and seem like real patients and real providers. So what is the FHIR-PIT party? It's really just getting people in a room like we are today and getting into this safe sandbox and getting hands-on experience with these FHIR resources. We want to have fun demystifying FHIR, accessing these simple FHIR resources, and being able to tell your family and friends that you were able to play with FHIR. So we're going to go ahead and get started. David, a little while ago, sent out an email with a URL for everyone to access the FHIR-PIT. I also have it up on the screen here, so if you have a laptop with internet access, go ahead, pull it out, and get everything set up. We will also have MiHIN staff and interns walking around to assist everyone with these activities, so if you need help, just raise your hand. So like I said before, on the left-hand side will be our list of resources, and the first thing that we're going to do is execute a query or search for all of the patients that are in this current FHIR-PIT. So you're going to go over to that left-hand side, you're going to select or click on the patient resource, and then you should see in the middle of the screen, or yeah, in the middle, a search button, and just go ahead and click search. What you should get back is a list of results, and you can select on any of them on the little read button. And if you scroll down, you're going to get kind of this ugly message, but this actually holds a lot of information about a patient. This can include their first and last name, date of birth, address, and social security number, much more. So if you dig deep within there, you'll start identifying all these little key pieces of information. And at the bottom of the screen, you'll see a URL. And if you were to type this URL into your browser, you would pull back this same JSON response. All right, the next example that we're going to do is we're going to find a specific patient. So really now we're just going to apply some search parameters. So you're going to select the patient resource from the left-hand side of your screen again. And you'll see a drop-down menu for parameters. And the first one that you're going to select is given and type in the first name Viola. You will then click the plus symbol and add another search parameter, selecting family this time and typing in last name Herman. And once you have added both parameters, you're going to select search and pull back a result. The parameter will be given, and you'll type in Viola, and then your second parameter will be family with last name Herman. So now we're going to find Viola again, but this time we're going to use a different type of parameter. We're going to find her by her patient ID. So if you clicked the patient resource again, go to the search parameters and select ID. And oh, okay. Sorry about that. Okay.
And so what do they need to do now?
When they go to the search parameters, the first parameter they're going to enter is given with first name Viola, and click the add button, and then you'll do a second parameter for family and last name Herman. And the control find button is your friend, so I use that all the time. If you're not identifying in your JSON response what you're looking for, just select control find, and you can type in Viola, and it should bring you right down in the response where her name is. So now we're going to find Viola using her patient ID. So if you return to the resource list on the right-hand side and select patient again, go to the search parameters and select ID. You'll see a little box that says code, and you're going to enter patient-44047. Actually, apologize. Patient-32407 and select search. And you should basically be pulling back the same resource for Viola, except that was using her patient ID rather than her first and last name. Was everyone able to find Viola using her ID?
Let me test it before I would make you go through it. Let me test it.
Okay, I'm seeing some thumbs up, so we'll move on to the next one. The last example is going to be finding a list of immunization records. So you're going to go to the resource list and select immunizations. Under search criteria, you're going to select patient, and you're going to enter in the value as patient-44074 and select search. You should have received 5 results, 1 for each of Brittany Booker's immunization records that are on file. All right. Next up is going to be a challenge. So we have 3 questions that you can try, and if you are able to get through the first 3, you can try 2 bonus questions. And to give you guys a hint, you may need to search multiple resources to find the answer that you're looking for, and patient IDs can be very helpful. So number 1, what is the provider number for Dr. Jason Klein? Okay, it sounds like if some people are not getting search results, you may need to be using Google Chrome.
Yeah, just not Internet Explorer. It won't work in IE. It will work in Google Chrome and or Firefox or other browsers.
All right, number 2, what procedures does Gloria Patel Dela Cruz have on record? All right, I'm going to go ahead and reveal some answers.
And then we had a fire station that was querying if you ask it, give me immunizations for this patient, it will query all 13 of them. All that occurred from like when he was living in Florida, when he was
All right, so for those of you who think you have adequately gone through, retrieved some of the information, answered some subset of the challenge that Courtney put out for you, you can get an official FHIR sticker to be put on your little name badge to show that sort of like you voted, you played with FHIR. We will be hanging around, helping people, anyone who wants to keep playing. But I thought I would just wrap things up. What do you think? Did you guys like to have a little pit party? Was it a good, simple way to see some of the stuff we've been talking about? Okay, well done. Thank you, IT team. You guys have all officially played with FHIR. So first thing I want to do is thank all the sponsors, all the great participation and attention, and our marketing communications team just did a fabulous job of getting us all organized. For those of you who are coming to the workshop tomorrow, what time is the first workshop kickoff? 9 o'clock, okay. And then same thing I think for, we're gonna have a Salesforce users group kickoff. Mostly we're going to just try to explore to see if there's enough interest and common alignment across the state to try to pull together a users group that is trying to use Salesforce in a productive way across the state of Michigan from a healthcare perspective. Are there any other comments or questions? I can't really see David with these bright lights, but is there anything else we need to impart before we wrap things up? Okay. Well, thank you all very much. Feel free to stick around, but this will bring to a close the sort of main event portion of Connecting Michigan for Health. And, we're off to the next decade. So we'll see you all next year. Thank you.